wish you a happy International Women's Day, Clarissa. I know it's in advance, but all week we've been celebrating women, and I think I need to ask Andre for us to celebrate it every for the whole month. Now, I know Dr. Phil is going to say women should be celebrated every day. I know you're going to say that we need to be celebrated every day. I expected you to say that, but I wanted to make sure that Clarissa gets it today from us right here at REV-UP St. Lucia.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So let's get this going. All right, stay tuned.
Have you noticed behavioral changes in self and loved ones that trouble you? You're losing your mind, but it just wouldn't go away. Well, join Dr. Phil, clinical counselor, and his beloved Clarissa, counseling psychologist, on The Healing Process every Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. That's The Healing Process, Thursdays, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Let the healing process begin.
This is the healing process coming your way today, folks. When it comes to dealing with the challenges, the changes and crises of life, it is important to seek help early. Don't sit around sucking your thumb until that chassis is on the road. The earlier you seek help, the shorter and easier it will be, because there will be less of a mess to deal with. Contrary to popular notion, counseling is not just for crazy people. It's for anyone who can benefit from an outside objective expert perspective to help them enjoy their little lives to the fullest. I am Dr. Phil.
And I'm Claire. Bonjour, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever it is in your part of the world, we send greetings to you, to all our listeners and viewers, starting right here in St. Lucia, the diaspora, and across the globe. Of course, whether you're listening at home, at work, commuting in your vehicle, or just maybe you're on the hospital bed and you're listening to us, we send greetings and hugs your way. We are hoping to touch your life in a meaningful way.
Yes.
And we mean that by offering the tools, the truth, and encouraging you, because we want you to live your life to the fullest. And speaking of living life to the fullest, for sure, one way you will never live your life to the fullest is if you are stuck in the past.
For sure.
And today we delve into the topic, why we get stuck in the past. So folks, stay with us, stay engaged, and let's begin the healing process together.
But that's something that's easy to experience, isn't it?
A number of us, we
stuck in
are
the
stuck
past.
in the past.
Yeah. Well, folks, good morning again to each and every one of you, management, staff, Lady Janice, of course.
Thank you.
We had a nice little
Good morning.
greeting from Lady Janice this evening.
Jay?
Yes.
Or else I'll be Mrs. Compton. Yeah, so it's Jay.
Lady J. All right, beautiful. And this morning, we are hoping that we can really take you on a new journey where you can visit your attitude towards your past and do something about it. We not just here dispensing information, we are hoping and praying that our people and people in the globe at large can make some adjustment from the labile ways of dealing with life's challenges, especially our past experiences. So here we go. Someone said, the past has a strange power. It whispers through memories, clings to regrets, and sometimes holds us tighter than the present. We replay old stories not because we love pain, but because our minds are wired to seek meaning, comfort, and identity in what has already happened. That's the past. Yet researchers remind us that while memory is a gift, dwelling too long can become a prison. This program is about unlocking that prison, understanding why we get stuck in the past, and discovering how to step into the freedom of today and hope for tomorrow. So now let's look at some key reasons we dwell on the past, and I'll turn to Claire's softer voice for that.
Okay, well, we have 4 points. So point number 1, cognitive immobility. We'll explain what we mean by that. This is a term used in psychology to describe being mentally trapped in a past place or experience. It's when your mind gets stuck in a past place or experience, even though your body and life have moved forward.
There we go.
Right. Think of it like being physically in the present, but mentally living in the yesterday. For example, if you move to a new country, you've migrated, but your mind keeps replaying the streets, the smells, and the routines of your old home. Even though you're in a new environment, you feel mentally trapped in the past. What about a breakup or divorce? You may say, I've moved on, but you keep replaying old conversation or comparing every new relationship to the past one.
Keeping old photographs, not for positive reasons, but for negative reasons, comparing, complaining.
So your mind is stuck in what was, not what is. Then we have career change. Imagine a person leaves a job, but constantly replays the mistakes or successes of their old workplace.
Instead of learning from it and move on.
They struggle to embrace new opportunities because their mind is anchored in the past. And remember, we said we want you to live your life to the fullest. And not just live it, but enjoy it.
Now we don't have the power to impose that on you. We cannot do
choice.
that. It's your choice, and we can only furnish you with information that we use for ourselves.
And it's going to cripple you.
Yes, it's up to you now to use that information to dig yourself out of the pit of the cocoon that have you stuck in the past.
You will not be able to live your full potential.
Yes.
So you actually sabotaging your own self.
That's right.
If you do not move from the past. Now, imagine a man, we can call him David. Davids are listening to us. Who moved from a small village to a bustling, busy city. In the city, he has new opportunities, new friends, and a new life. But every evening, he sits and replays memories of his old village. The familiar faces, the routines, the comfort. He feels torn, unable to fully embrace the present because his mind is immobile.
But that's where the line is drawn, because
if
he has a little deja vu now and then about his old village, and he can share it with a friend, a new friend, that's okay. But if it is now crippling you, you have new vistas to explore, but you're just sitting underneath a tree thinking of what was.
Your mind becomes immobile. You're not able to move any further.
Right, that's laid by law and healthy.
Now contrast David with his friend Sarah. She also moved, but she chose, that's an important word, she chose to honor her memories while actively building new ones. Now you spoke about the deja vu. Well, this is what Sarah did. She's going to honor her memories while actively building new ones. It's a new chapter, the story of her life.
Yeah.
She visits her old village occasionally. It's okay. But her mind is free to live in the present.
There we go.
So cognitive immobility can cause stress, anxiety, and even depression because the mind refuses to adapt to new realities. That's why we have to take charge of our minds.
There we go. When I was a young man, boy going to Anglican school.
A younger man.
Right. Thank you, Claire. Boy going to Anglican school. I remember that name Phil was a nightmare. Yes. Phil Zaguien, Phil Sack. And the kids gave me jokes, so this name was taken off.
You wanted to eradicate that name from
It was eradicated. I didn't want to use it until now. It's not Phil Zaguien, it's Phil Caguien.
Right, exactly, in their faces.
When I was working with Elsie Mullings, she was the chief architect at that time, and she called me Phil. That sounded so good. And I became Phil the photographer.
She was from Barbados. Right?
Yes.
She had that accent. Yeah.
And I was known as Phil the photographer, and I made it as Phil the photographer. So Phil Zaguien is now Phil Caguien. So it's up to you.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
The challenge is to honor the past. Of course, there's nothing you can do to change the past. Absolutely nothing. So the sooner you realize that and come to grips with that, the better for you.
Let me see, I hope our English-speaking friends, those who cannot understand Creole, would understand, because it's a very nice one. I used to be called Phil the spider's thread. It's really interested in Creole. It's not
Sounds
knocking
better.
in English. But I said to those who used to call me Phil Zaguien, which is Phil, spider's thread, to Phil Caguien, Phil is smiling. All right, so that's just for those of you who wouldn't be too au courant with the Creole.
Yeah, it sounds better in patois.
Yes, of course it
More
does.
juicy. So the challenge is to honor the past without being imprisoned by it. And many of us, we may not be in a literal prison, but emotionally we are in a prison. And some we need help to get out of it.
As the saying goes, some of us are free, and yet we're in prison.
Yes.
And some people are actually in prison, but they are free.
Mhm.
Is the mental attitude to your geographical location at the time.
So don't be imprisoned by your mind. Embrace the present as the place where growth and joy begins. And it's all in your shoes. Believe me, you're the one that will choose whether you go that way, the way of growth and joy, or being immobile. So that was point number one. Point number two, why do we get stuck in the past? Remember, that's what we're speaking about. We come to point number two, storytelling and identity. So Phil, can you?
Okay. According to the material that we have before us, social scientists note that humans make sense of life through stories,
That's so true.
narratives.
And I often refer to my journey in life as a story, and I'm writing a chapter every day.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
And to continue, stories are built from past experience.
That's right.
Their autobiographies, their historical accounts. Because our identity is tied to the narratives we tell ourselves, we often revisit the past to reinforce meaning. As I said before, if you're going to visit the past to write your autobiography, that's great stuff. Even in writing your autobiography, if you're going to bring in negativity about yourself, it's not worth it. We now can bring out the positive from the past experience.
You put in
It's
your
worth
mind
it.
under tremendous stress
There we go.
with cortisol flowing in your system rather than dopamine.
On a daily basis.
Yes.
What does it mean now? Humans are natural storytellers.
It's true.
We make sense of life by turning experiences into stories.
That's why we have books.
All stories
Enjoy
have a
reading them.
negative aspect and a positive aspect. Unfortunately, folks, we spend too much time on the negative aspects unless it is an impetus for growth. Too much
Or
time.
to help somebody.
And by the time this program is over, you will have lost 1,800 seconds of your life. Oh yes, as the clock is ticking. So it really does not make sense to dwell too much on the negatives. See what you can get out of it. Be very slow. Take it from me. Be very slow to make enemies. And quick to make friends. The opportunity to make enemies is always round the corner. The opportunity to make friends sometimes could be a mile ahead. Be slow, my dear friends. With all my heart, I'm saying to you, be slow to make enemies. So somebody did you something in the past, 40 years, you still in that? Wow. What does it mean? The humans are naturally storytellers. We make sense of life by turning experiences into stories and stories into cash. Your story can be a bestseller.
That's right.
Just make sure it is truthful and honest. Now, our identity, how we see ourselves now, self-perception, is shaped by the stories we tell about our past. When we get stuck in the past, it's often because we keep retelling the same story in a way that traps us instead of freeing us. Traps us. Sometimes you don't realize that telling your story about your divorce could hinder you from an opportunity to get somebody cool in your life. You don't realize that you're speaking negative about the individual. Maybe your child's mom, your child's dad. You're divorced for 10 years. But every time you get the opportunity, you're not aware of when that special person will come in your life, but you start to speak about that person in a negative way.
You're making a statement about yourself.
There we go. I know a gentleman who focused on his aspect, his contribution in the divorce. He is very, very, very close in a healthy way to his ex-wife and his new wife. The whole family very close, because this gentleman, he didn't focus on the negatives. He focused on what he brought, the negatives he brought, work through them with a counselor and move on.
Yes.
This is what Dr. Phil is saying to you from my heart. Do not dwell on the past unless it will bring some sort of advantage in your life. Having you to write a your autobiography is supposed to be about yourself, but it's supposed to sell some form of motivation to the reader or the listener. Again, let's look at some practical examples. We have the failure story. Someone loses a job and keeps telling themselves, I'm not good enough. The story becomes their identity. I'm never good enough. Even though the truth is they just faced one setback. And sometimes the setback, like in my case, I'm doing my, I think it was 5th grade in music at St. Joseph Convent. When I didn't get the mark that I wanted, I grumbled. And Sister Claire told me, what's wrong with you? And I knew within myself, I did not take my time to study because I thought I knew the Italian terms. So I just brushed through that. Exam la fan come. But I learned, I went and I studied properly. And indeed, the things that I missed out, I got better at it. So be careful. This is truth before you this morning. Do not judge yourself too harshly by your mistakes and even your bad choices. There's a big difference between the two. But do not judge yourself too harshly. The 800 million folks on planet Earth, I can tell you, they can surely identify with mistakes and bad choices. Some, they did not learn from it, and they died in their bad choices. But there are some, like myself, like Claire,
Yes.
who have learned from the mistakes,
None of us are exempt.
and we have moved on.
Yes.
Maybe Lady G have never made mistakes or bad choices. I'll leave her to explain. Lady J?
Oh, of course, there have been many bad choices. Yes,
we
I
cannot
mean,
remain stuck in that.
But I'm taking you on with your words saying, leave it in the past. You are so right with that. We have to be able to give it up because all it does is stress us out, and you have to be
It
able
only
to
exists in the mind. It's not happening anymore. Yeah. So the glory days story. A person constantly talks about how great life was in high school or college. They feel stuck because their identity is tied to who they were, not who they are currently. Then we come to the victim story. Check yourself to see where you are. The victim story. Someone who went through betrayal keeps repeating, people always hurt me. Now, there's a problem with that statement. People always, that's not true. People always. We have 800 million, or approximately 800 billion, 8 billion. Excuse me there, let me correct myself. 8 billion people, not 800 million. All right, 8 billion people on the planet. Every one of them have caused you some hurt. You see how ridiculous it is? So stop it. A good number of my family members, a number of my friends, some people in St. Lucia, a few people in Castries, but not people always hurt me. I haven't done any hurt to you, have I? And if I have done, and you bring it to my attention, I will apologize. I will take corrective measures. I want to live a free life. So that story shapes their identity, making it hard to trust or move on. If people always hurt you, how are you going to trust anybody?
And move on.
And yet you eat people's bread. People always hurt you. Comment j'ai payé? You're not afraid for them to hurt you by poisoning the bread? So this statement does not reflect reality. You're contradicting yourself. Okay, imagine two sisters, Anna and Maria. I'll never escape poverty. It defines me, she says. I'll never escape poverty. Hey, you're looking at a man that was raised in poverty. I know what it is to sleep on the floor. I know what it is to wash my bedding. There we go, yes, Dr. Phil. But it's one thing I learned. I can cook, I can wash, I can clean the yard. Because I learned from my state of poverty. I didn't stay there. So we have Anna's story. She got stuck in the things that she feared. Now we come to, is it Maria now? She reframes it like I did. I grew up poor, but it taught me resilience. She uses that story to fuel her education and career. There we go. Same past, but different story. What does that say about you listening to me at this moment, dear friend? It's right before us. Some of us are crippling ourselves. Some of us have moved on. Learn from those of us that have moved on. You are not the only person in the world that struggled with two ends to try to make things work.
To make two ends meet.
Try to make two ends meet. You're not the only person. My mom did. My mom walked from Castries to Roseau to sell cupcakes for us to survive. What's wrong with you? We survived. She's no longer in existence. She lived to see 95 years, strong, because of such a distance walking on a daily basis. There we go. So what's wrong with you now? Now we have cars, you have transportation. Are you making use of it? You're stuck in the past. Being stuck in the past often means retelling old stories in a limiting or labile way, unhealthy way. So, freedom comes when we rewrite the story to highlight growth, resilience, and possibilities, just like I did a while ago. Storytelling shapes our identity. If the story we tell ourselves is negative or nostalgic, that's longing for what's past, we get stuck. If we reframe the story to emphasize growth, we move forward.
Right.
I've said to myself and to my wife, that's for me. Forward ever, backward never.
Amen.
At home, Claire damages something. It could be my violin, it could be keyboard. She have not done that, but I have assured her with that. I cannot waste time over what is broken. If we can fix it, we'll fix it. Don't trouble me with what cannot be fixed. Soon I will be 70 years. I don't have time to waste. Amen? I want to enjoy every little moment.
You often say we've left more behind.
We have left
More
more
years
behind
behind
than we have in front. So
Yes.
it's time to enjoy our little lives. I will not allow Claire, my wife, to drag me into anything that have to do in the past we cannot fix.
That's right.
These are conversations that we have had. If I hear bro upstairs, Claire, you all right? Yes, that's it. Mon pa me lisa ki fet apres sa.
Do you go upstairs anyway to check?
Once she tell me she's all right, if
You
I
don't-
hear noise.
okay.
But if silence, I will run upstairs to find out what's going on. All right. So why do we get stuck in the past? I think I've done too much talking.
Well, we come to point number 3, unresolved emotions.
Yes.
So dwelling on the past can stem from regret, guilt, or trauma. And people often replay events hoping to fix them mentally. You know, we try to fix things mentally, thinking when we sit down and think about it and muse over it that it's going to disappear, but it doesn't.
Watching too much television.
Even though they can't change what happened, because it's a fact, it's a given, we can't change what happened. For example, someone constantly comparing their current relationship to the one that got away.
Unless it is healthy, comparing it and seeing what I learned from it so that I don't repeat it in this new relationship, seeing that I don't carry baggage into this new one. If the cognition is surrounding that, that is healthy. But if it is a comparison that will keep you stuck, only if I have stayed with this man or this woman, you're in trouble.
So, folks, unresolved emotions are feelings from the past experiences that were never fully dealt with, like regret, guilt, anger, or grief. So when emotions remain unresolved, they keep pulling us back into the past. It's like this tug, it's pulling us and making it hard for us to move forward.
So it's time to look at some emotions now associated with that.
Yes, we have regret. Someone keeps replaying a mistake at work thinking, only if I had done it differently. The regret keeps them stuck instead of learning and moving on. Then we have guilt. A parent feels guilty about not spending enough time with their child years ago, even though the child is all grown up and probably has forgotten about that and forgiven them. The parent still lives in that guilt. What about grief? After losing a loved one, someone avoids processing the pain. They refuse to go there. Like there's a blockage there, a boundary right there. I'm not passing that boundary. They get stuck in memories, unable to embrace new relationships or joy.
And they live as though the loved one is still alive.
Yeah. Well, imagine a man named John who has a falling out with his best friend years ago. They never reconciled and the friend passed away unexpectedly. John carries unresolved guilt, replaying the argument over and over, and he tells himself, if only I had apologized.
Claire, you use that common name John. You know how many Johns will call us?
Well, that's good. This unresolved emotion keeps him stuck in the past, unable to enjoy new friendships. Now let's contrast his sister. Let's say he has a sister named Mary. She also lost a friend, but guess what? She chose to grieve openly, talk about her pain, and forgive herself or offer forgiveness where it's necessary. And she honored the memory while still moving forward.
There we go.
So she has processed the pain. Unresolved emotions act like unfinished business. They keep us mentally anchored in yesterday, draining energy from today. So processing emotions through forgiveness, grief work, or reframing, that means changing the way you think.
Right. I have another one, Claire, as you said that. It just came to me. It's a very good one. Again, teacher Ashby at Anglican School. I remember we had to write a story. And I mixed the English with Creole. Instead of spreading the tablecloth under the tree, I used the word tappy-tab. Although at my home, children were not allowed to speak Creole. Boy, the kids...
Tappy-tab, that's Creole?
Yes,
Oh.
tappy-tab.
Tab is table. So tappy is what?
The
Small?
cloth.
The cover.
The cloth. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And the children gave me jokes. They called me tappy-tab. I got lips. Now, Claire, I am learning the Creole. I love the Creole, and it's to my advantage.
Yes.
So I didn't get stuck in that. Anyone can call me Tappy Tab. Ou kay boujwe mwen tale, pou mette majo. So this is how we can reframe things, folks. If somebody just throws something at you, and you just, that's years, Claire. I was a kid. Suppose I carried that with me and hated Creole as a result. Some people would not speak Creole because they don't like it. And I had a
Sometimes
reason.
You meet the person that will give you jokes.
Yes.
Like I often meet someone. I was went to primary school that used to give me jokes about a certain word that I could not pronounce properly.
Mhm.
So, and up to now, I see that person not doing too well, doesn't look like doing too well on the streets.
Mhm.
And I'm like, look at the guy that used to give me jokes about the way I speak, and I often remember but it's when I see him, but I don't like dwell on it, like
Yes.
let it affect me or anything. I
But
just
no-
remember when I see him.
Now, instead of allowing this stigma to cripple me, I learn Creole and I'm able to comfort the hearts of the elderly. It is so sweet when I visit Titi. It is so sweet to communicate in Creole. As Lady J observed, there are some jokes that are so dynamic in
Yes.
Creole.
Only in.
I would have
Yes,
been
yes.
missing out a good part of my life. It's so sweet to encounter the elderlies who cannot speak English too well, and they're able to communicate their experience with me, and I'm able to converse with them. That is a dream come true, and I will not let it go.
And I'm sure a number of our listeners and viewers would identify with the fact that word, if only I had apologized. The person passed away and they never had a chance to apologize or to make things right.
And some will emphatically say, "Mo pa ka point apology."
Mm.
I'm not going to apologize.
and the funny thing is, the regret is there after the person passes away.
There we go.
So don't wait until the chassis is on the road.
As the saying
We haven't
goes.
heard that one for a while. That one was good. Mhm.
It's
That
in-
one
it's-
is on the program all
It's,
the
on,
time.
it's in the opening, the intro.
Oh, very early.
Yes.
Don't
Okay.
wait until
Mhm.
the chassis is on the
Oh,
road.
right. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
So if you have to apologize, do it. As we say, eat humble pie
Yes.
Yes.
and do it. So you don't have any regrets if something happens.
Hmm.
Yes. We are contrasting Mary, and she lost a friend, but she chose to grieve openly, talk about her pain, and the memory. She uses a memory while she honors the memory while moving forward. So emotional, unresolved emotions, they keep us mentally anchored in yesterday, draining energy from us. It does mentally drains your energy. Processing the emotions through forgiveness, grief work, or reframing helps release the past. So unresolved emotions are like carrying heavy luggage from a trip you already finished. Imagine you're coming from the airport. You're home and you're still carrying the luggage everywhere you go. Until you unpack it. You'll keep dragging it everywhere. And healing means unpacking, processing, and leaving the baggage behind so you can walk freely into the present.
Share that with us again.
Yes, unresolved emotions are like carrying heavy luggage from a trip you've already finished. Until you unpack it, you'll keep dragging it everywhere. So healing means unpacking whatever you have in there, whatever you have packaged in your brain.
Yes.
We need to unpack it.
Dragging it everywhere with you in the night time,
Yes.
and at night, some people don't even have a meal, and you need brain energy for your body to continue to work. It needs energy. And there you thinking, And it does not have the resources to do that.
Yes, if you can do it on your own by reading books and listening to videos and whatever, then you go and see a professional
Yes.
to help you unpack, process, and leave the baggage behind once and for all so that you can walk freely into the present.
There we go.
So
It's
we come
after
to
12.
point number 5. We'll have to go 4. Sorry, we'll
Yes.
try to go as quickly as we can. Comfort and nostalgia. That's another reason persons can get stuck in the past. That's when the past can feel safer than the uncertainty of the future.
But that safe is a feeling. It's
Yes.
a mental attitude.
It provides emotional comfort, but too much can prevent growth because you're in the past. So in simple terms, we can say, what does it mean? Sometimes we get stuck in the past because it feels comfortable. We have nostalgic feelings of wanting the past. These warm sentimental feelings about the good old days. We speak about the good old days, but we laugh about it and so on. It can make the past seem safer than the uncertainty of the future. So you feel comfortable speaking about the past, but you're not sure of the future, so you're stuck there. But the danger is it becomes a hiding place for you. Instead of healthy memory, it's a hiding place, like you hide behind those memories instead of moving forward. So we have the high school glory days. When someone constantly talks about their sports victories, you constantly speak about what you achieved instead of moving forward, okay? Then we have traditions where you stick to those traditions. I mean, there are certain holidays, you can just stick to the traditions, like maybe Christmas,
That's okay,
family
yeah.
gatherings, and so on. But there used to be, and you struggle to make new traditions with your own family. And maybe that job you had, you stuck there, right? And so these comfort and nostalgia can be like a warm blanket. It can be soothing at the moment, but if we never take it off,
Claire,
we'll miss the chance to
On
step
another
into
note,
new seasons of life.
if we're not careful, Christmas in the past, we can get stuck there. That was really
Yes,
clear.
because, we
And we have
often
lost,
speak about it.
we have lost that. But we have to move on. It's no longer like it used to be.
Yes. So let's review the 4 reasons. We said cognitive immobility, unresolved emotions, identity and storytelling, and comfort and nostalgia. So is there hope? There is. If you're one of those, if it hit the nail on the head, as we say, if the cap fit you.
Is there healing?
Yes.
This is the healing process.
Yes. It means instead of seeing the past as failure, interpret it as a lesson. For example, the mistake, as we said earlier, taught me resilience rather than, boy, I ruined everything. That's a negative thought.
That's gross generalization again.
Yeah.
You ruined
Everything.
everything.
Yes.
Everything is infinite. So that's not possible. These are the things you can tell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
As the good book would say, be renewed, be transformed by the
By renewing
renewing
your
of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
The social scientists call it cognitive restructuring, but
Yes.
they got that from the good book.
Changing the way you think about
Yes.
it. Then there's mindfulness practices where you stay in the present. You don't go to the past too often, especially if it's hurtful. You leave it there and focusing on today's blessings instead of concentrating on regrets from yesterday.
And if you
Focus on
like
the
the hurt,
blessings.
some like the hurt. They like the
They feel
adrenaline
stiff.
associated with that hurt. For instance, you may have a tooth shaking and you're in it. You get a certain degree of pain, but after a
You
while
like
you
to
miss
feel
it
it.
and you go back in it again. So it is when you nurture the hurt, you keep on rethinking how that person hurt you. You get addicted to it.
So, folks, you can rewrite your story. You are the one in charge of your story. I can't write your story for you. You have to write it yourself. I'm writing mine, you write yours. So it means rewriting your personal story. the emphasis is now on growth and urgency. And instead of saying, I was abandoned, like for those who felt abandoned by parents or friends or spouse, reframe it in that way. I survived and learned to value healthy relationships. I survived.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. Then we have social connection. We're sharing your experience with trusted friends or a support group. We don't have many support groups here, like in the States, they have AA meetings and different support groups. But even in churches and so on, we do have ladies group, like at Beacon of Hope, we have a ladies stress therapy group where we meet and we share our experiences. Talking
And
through.
it is properly coordinated, huh?
Yes. Of course, there are things you have to share with the counselor,
Yes.
but like how you feeling and so on. Because sometimes you may find you think you're the only one going for that,
Right.
and somebody else can say, I've been there.
Right.
Here's how I dealt with it.
It's, quite often we cocoon ourselves in thinking, I am the only one on planet Earth going through this experience. God doesn't love only me.
Yes.
That's not true. You'll find other human beings. They've gone through the same thing and sometimes worse. When you get into these groups, support groups, and you hear that, I'm a human being after all. There are others like me.
And we know that ventilation of feelings is the best form of therapy. So
That's right.
when you go to these groups and you speak, you listen to what other persons have to say about their own experiences, and you share your own, you feel better. You feel better. And you need to set a goal. We're coming to the end. Don't worry. You need to set a goal for yourself. What do I want?
You said gold. It's okay too. You need to set a gold for yourself, not brass.
Yes,
That's
so
a good one.
Set a goal for yourself.
Yeah.
What do I want for myself? Where do I see myself 10 years from now, 5
Yes.
years from now?
Yes.
What legacy do I want to leave behind for my children? Yes, mommy had these experiences, but wow, look at how she survived. Look at what she did. So I can take a cue from that if I go from my experience. And even sharing in the support groups, persons say, wow, I thought I had it worse. But look at what she experienced, and look at her now. I want to be like that. I want to be able to move on. And you can. There's nothing stopping you but you.
There we go.
You're the one stopping yourself. So in conclusion, keep in mind, we get stuck in the past because our minds use it for identity, comfort, or unresolved emotions. But researchers emphasize that growth comes from reframing, changing the whole setup.
Cognitive restructuring.
Yes, mindfulness, living in the present, rewriting our story, and focusing on the present and future, not the past.
Did you hear
So-
that? Not the past.
Not the past. So now we can open the lines. I was trying to rush. Oh my! It took 12 minutes of your time.
Okay. So the number to call, if you want to get to the WhatsApp platform, 2870971. If you want to send a message as well, I will read it. Please do not send a voice note. Call, or you can type.
Yes. Ask a question.
That's right. Oh, there's a call coming through already. And 5729710 is the studio line.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good afternoon, Dr. Phil. Good afternoon, Claire.
Good
afternoon.
Thank you for reminding me the time of the day, sir. I
hope you're not stuck in the past.
I heard him during the week. Quite a sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good morning to you,
Oh.
my friend.
Good afternoon.
Again.
Okay. For Sunday,
Yes.
what stood out for me? Jesus, who we consider as God in the flesh,
Mhm.
he does what he has to do on his own time and volition.
All right. So, what was the title of the message?
About Lazarus,
Okay.
yeah, because he knew Lazarus was dead even before Mary and Martha.
Okay, so that was the attributes of a miracle. Number
Right.
4. All right. Okay, so you were there. All right, so what stood out for you, or do you have a question this morning?
What stood out for me today? Claire always says something that always touches me personally.
All right, there we go.
He said, "Don't dwell too long on your mistake, on your bad judgment." But Claire, while living in the present, it looks so easy to stuck in the future and so hard to step in.
You mean it's so
Into
easy to
the-
be stuck in the past?
Mhm.
In
To
the
stay.
past.
Mhm.
So and so hard to step into the future,
Yeah.
especially you use a word there, uncertainty. That's why you need some help
But
sometimes.
you're moving from the past to the future, and all you have is this moment now.
Yeah, the present. Yeah,
So
and
it
to
is
step into the
important.
future.
If you got stuck in the past, it's making you miserable. Step into the now. Every morning, I thank God for just this moment that I have. Sometimes
Yeah.
on a Tuesday, Claire, there'll be what's about a healing process, Claire. Today is Tuesday. One step at a time for me. And I've never failed her. Wednesday night, I edited, look at what we have to do, but one day at a time.
No, but the thing is that, Mr. Sylvester, is that your brain is the one sticking in that time.
Yes,
that
the time
frame,
zone in the
that time
past.
zone.
Yeah.
Your brain is the one. So you have to take control. And you have
Maybe
to
that's where
do,
you need help.
that's where you need help. If you cannot do it on
Okay.
your own, that's where you
Okay,
need
I'll
help.
give somebody
Because
else.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
give another.
that's
person a
your
chance.
brain saying that, not you. Because you want to live in the future. You want to live
Let him listen offline.
in the present.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and
Normally
he's listening.
we want to live in the present. We want to be happy. We want to, that's what we want. But the brain is the one stuck there. So we need to do something about that brain being stuck there.
Probably we should try to be like the women, make use of both hemispheres, especially the men.
Yes, we need to do something. Read up, find out some information. On
Yes,
the
listen to
topic.
programs
Listen
like
to
this.
programs.
Yes.
Yes.
Here we go. We have another call on the line.
Go ahead, please.
Good
The healing
afternoon.
process.
Good morning. Good afternoon. It's morning for me though. Pastor Phil, I
Yes.
usually put in a note in my phone because we're an hour back from St. Lucia to listen to
I see.
the unprecedented Jesus, and I was caught up last weekend, so I didn't put my notes, so I didn't listen.
Okay.
But I have something for this morning. I see myself so many places in that this morning they've been stuck.
Yes.
But even with my kids who are all grown up in their 30s, I still feel, but I don't dwell on it, but I still feel a little regret of not spending more or being a better parent. I was young. I was 24 years and I already had all the 3 kids I have.
Get you.
So I know that I was not ready mentally, emotionally, and physically, financially to have any children. Because in my listening to you throughout the years, I realized I was broken and I was not ready for children. So I think I did my best, but knowing better now,
Right.
it haunts me sometimes that I should have.
Do you have
And
grandchildren?
Presently, yes, I do.
There
But
you
I'm
go.
not with them presently right now, But I am not with them physically all
But
the
you
time.
still communicate, don't you?
Yes, from time to time. Yes,
There
I
we
do.
go. Yes. So now you can use the experience of the present to help along.
Yes, Pastor Phil, thank you so much. And then one more thing. 8 years ago, I moved to the U.S., which honestly, on daily, I regret. Like I just stuck in St. Lucia. I want to go back. I regretted coming here. My mind, my body, my soul, my spirit is stuck in St. Lucia. But sometimes I say to myself, financially, in a way that I am better than when I was home, but like I just want to be home. I have not been, my brain, as Sister Claire said, has not settled in the US. I do not want to be here. And it gets me a little anxious or depressed or whatever you want to call it sometimes, because I just sit and cry, missing home, wanting to be home. So my question is, how do I really take charge of that feeling of anxiety or the regret I have, which knowing right now, maybe for now, here's a better place for me. Financially, I'm not able to move back home, but that's where I really, really want to be.
There we go.
I'm going to listen. Yeah.
Yes, because we need a few more calls.
Okay.
But
Yes, thank you.
Oh, we need to get her name. All right.
her name,
Yeah, well, I'll get it.
she's stuck with loving her homeland, but economically, it's better for her in the U.S. So you would need to now sit down and make a plan for yourself. Don't wait when Mr. Trump send you back home, but have a plan that save. And if your heart is really home, work on a plan. Yes. Hello, good afternoon.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, hello, good morning. Good morning, Dr. Phil and your wife. Good morning
Good morning to
morning.
you.
to everyone.
Good morning to you.
What stood out for me in the message this morning is my identity is how I talk about my past.
Okay.
So I need to speak more, not really dwell on the past, and speak more of what I want concerning what I want to achieve in the future that I can see ahead of me.
It's not just talking about, it's
And-
how you associate with it. Yeah.
Yes. And what stood out for me again in the same message now is freedom. Freedom comes when I rewrite my story.
And it's not a
So,
not a
for
message
me-
today, it's a program. I have left the
It's
pulpit
on the
since
program.
Sunday. Yes, sweetheart.
It's a program.
Yeah.
So that's the two things that stood out for me in the program.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. And it's so easy to get stuck in the past, but we need to realize that we need to restructure that brain
Yes.
somehow. We need to get to speak with someone.
Do we have any messages on the
No, not yet.
platform?
Yes.
Not yet. I'll check Facebook.
So the lady who is
So we have a call coming through.
Hello, good afternoon.
Go
Hello.
ahead, please, Colleen.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's how are you guys doing today?
Oh, thank you for asking. We are doing great. We are looking up.
That's good.
Are you looking at us on YouTube?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so let me give you a nice smile. All right. Good.
What stood out for me on Sunday was there are different types of death: spiritual, physical, and emotional.
All right.
And I never thought of that before.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
But what stood out for me today is if you do not move from your past, you won't be able to live your life to the fullest.
Good.
That's right.
And
Thank you.
make sure that you sharing this with your son. Your attitude is saying that to your son when he start using statements like "no one likes me at school," "nobody cares for him."
Yes.
Correct him nicely, son. There's no evidence of that. How many people you know? And St. Lucia has nearly, I think, and what now? 180,000.
What
Yeah,
is it?
about that.
Right, so it cannot be true. So you can use what you're learning to help your son grow up in the right way, okay?
Okay.
Beautiful. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
So her name goes in the box for next.
Twice, right?
Twice, yes.
She and Joe's and Sylvester.
Yes, folks, call us, ask your questions, share your experience. Your experience will help us help others listening to you. They will not cocoon themselves to believing that they're only ones stuck in the past sometimes.
And remember, it's what you say to yourself that matters. Even if, like the lady who misses home, yes, I miss home, but I'm going to try to make the best of my situation right now.
Because I have a reason for staying in the United States.
And the thing is, I can't go back home right now.
Right now. She should use that statement right now. Don't put a blank wall, a black wall there. I can't go back home. I can't go back home right now. I'm working towards it.
Yes. So let me do what I have to do.
Yes.
So that I can probably be able to go back home someday.
Yes, and President Trump will know that you do not want to stay in his country illegally. He'll know here's a sweet St. Lucian, my St. Lucian, trying to work her way back home. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, so we have those emotions that we have to process. We have our brain telling us one thing,
Yes.
and our body and our mind telling us something else. We always want to do the right thing. We do. But our brain is hardwired to be negative, to go the negative way. We are biased towards negativity.
Yes.
You realize that as human beings? It seems that we are just biased towards the negative rather than the positive. We have to learn. We have to unlearn what has been inculcated in our brain, maybe from the past.
In quite a number of relationships, when there is an argument, the tendency is to focus on the negatives instead of starting with, I appreciate the things that you do. You didn't say, I appreciated that. However, this
All right,
makes
we've
me
got
very unhappy. Yes.
This person says, blessed day, what's stood out to me on Sunday was everyone who lives and believes in Jesus will never die. Today is don't judge yourself too harshly.
Okay, you got the name?
No, there's no name on this one, but it's from St. Lucia. It's a local number.
Oh.
Yes.
That person could get into the box twice.
Hmm.
We haven't got 5 yet, so please call us.
This is 5. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this is 5.
Yeah.
So you realize when we judge ourselves harshly, we're actually saying, you know what? I should be perfect. I should
Okay.
be flawless. So I am not allowed to make a mistake.
You're looking for perfection? You want to die? Perfect people go straight to heaven.
We have 4 more minutes, so maybe we
Yes. Keep that
Alfia.
in mind. We are not perfect. You know that. If we were perfect, we'd be very uncomfortable on planet Earth. We must move towards doing things properly, doing things that will glorify your Creator and be good to other human beings, that would help other human beings to feel okay in their little space on planet Earth. Then you can say, I am doing my best. But those of us who are perfectionists, it's a sickness, wanting to do everything perfect. You can't. And beating up yourself when you cannot get it. You got an A on your exam, you want an A+. They give you an A+, what more you want? The teacher just gave me that, but I made a mistake there. So this is perfectionism.
So acceptance of yourself,
Yes.
that you are not perfect, you will never be while you are on planet Earth.
No.
None of us,
When you accept that, then
not the Pope, not the priest,
Right.
not the pastor, not the reverend, not not the members of the community, nobody, not your relative,
The-
not your father, not your mother.
just look at it that way, Claire. If you're perfect, there is nothing more to learn.
Exactly.
You'll be frustrated.
So you're just like the tea bag. You know, they usually say when you put the hot water, you see the color of the tea
There we go.
come out, right? So we need to get some hot water in our lives.
So solving
So-
problems, challenges, that's what
We'll
makes it
see
exciting.
whether we can deal with the issues.
Yes.
If we don't have those hot water times,
We don't like the hot water,
definitely who likes hot water?
but they influence growth.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's like a red flag. I need to work on that. I have a problem with my anger. I have a problem with dealing with grief. I have a problem with communicating. I have a problem with whatever. What else? We have a problem with such and such. So that means it's time to get help.
Hello?
Yes, so
Now we have 287 287-0971. That's the number to call us. 287-0971 or 572-9710.
You have to get to the draw, you know.
Right, so
So maybe we can do that.
Okay. Right over here.
shake
Our
it, shake
listeners can see.
Lady J.
Yeah, upside
Shake,
down
shake,
and
yeah.
back to front.
Up,
Yes.
straight. Put it vertical. Yeah, shake, Lady J.
And the other way.
Yes.
So I hope they're looking.
All right.
One name coming out of this box will win 200
Would you
smackaroos.
like to?
Yes. So one hold and one open. Yes.
What's
It's right here.
what's the one from Beaufort? Curly, isn't it?
Colleen?
Curly. Let me dip for Curly.
Oh, Mr.
That's not nice.
Dr. Phyllis is dipping for you. Let's see.
Oh, Mr. Sylvester.
Joseph Sylvester.
Oh.
I'm glad for him.
Oh, congratulations.
I
Yeah.
just said it.
Yes,
Because
congratulations.
he's always calling.
Please call us. Yes,
Just to
please
call.
call us. You are the winner of 200 smackaroos
Call us
from
and
the
tell us
healing
how you're
process.
feeling. Call us right now.
Yes, call us. Congratulations. Yes. Wow. I'm sure he's going to say it's all worth it having to call
Yes,
every
he genuinely
Tuesday.
wants to learn.
Yes.
And I must give him a visit one of these days.
Yes. So
Amazing.
call us. Yes. In fact, he also won a pedicure, and I got a photo of him having the pedicure. I need to tell Andre that because I got a photo. There he is. He's calling us. Call again. I don't know what happened. He just sort of canceled. Call again.
He's probably so happy. And,
Sand must have touched it.
yes.
All right. We're expecting you to call back,
But
please.
as we said, we're happy for him.
Very.
He has been
Yes.
calling, listening to the unprecedented Jesus, and he's able to ask some
There he
very
is.
good questions.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Congratulations, Joseph.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You work hard
You-
for your business. All right?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, then.
Accept. Yeah. I will continue calling and make my contribution.
Right.
Okay.
So your name will go into the box today twice as well.
That's for the
New
next
box for March. Yeah.
And now also,
Thank
if you get a friend, that's for everybody. If you get a friend, if you don't listen to one of the programs, but you get a friend to call, your name
Yeah.
goes into the box twice. So for those of you listening to me, you
Okay.
can also, if
I
you
will.
get a friend to listen to the program and the friend calls and tell us what stood out to them, your name goes into the box twice. Okay, we want
Okay.
people to listen to the program. We
Blessed
want
day.
people in our country to grow. We want to stop fighting.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye and congratulations again.
Okay.
Yes.
The healing process for today. We thank you for listening. I know some of you are listening, but you can't call. But we are grateful that you called. So we want you to stay strong, stay united, and keep walking in healing.
So here we go. I'm Dr. Phil with my beloved Clarissa. We're bowing out of the healing process for today. Looking forward to being with you next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye for now.
Oh, thank you so much for being here this morning, and we look forward to seeing you next week right here on the healing process at 11:30, and another opportunity for you listeners and viewers to get your names into the box. Right.
Hey, prêtez-moi son wayou un moment, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que j'ai observé changement conduite ou ek pochon qui cache à binam? Ou ka peb tête ou assoui et qui en est pas calé?